Her name is Amanda Anisimova, an American-sounding name, but behind it lies a story of Russian roots, an American dream, and a heartbreaking journey. Today, we're not just talking about a tennis player. We're telling the story of a girl who picked up a racket at the age of 5, and from the very first swing, it was clear this wasn't an ordinary kid. Amanda was born on August 31st, 2001, in New Jersey, to Russian immigrant parents who left everything behind to build a future for their children. And the first thing they did? They gave her a tennis racket. Her father, Konstantin, became her first coach. He saw something in her, a spark, a gift, a hunger. And he had one dream, to see her become a world champion. Year after year, that dream started to take shape. At just 15 years old, Amanda won the U.S. Open Junior title. Then came her breakthrough. In 2019, the tennis world was shaken. Amanda, still only 17, made it to the semifinals of Roland Garros. She took down big names with fearless tennis. She was the youngest American to reach that stage since the days of Venus Williams. But just when it all seemed perfect, the story turned dark. At the peak of her rise, in the middle of the 2019 season, her father, her coach, her anchor, suddenly passed away from a heart attack. Just like that, the man who held her hand since childhood was gone. Amanda tried to carry on, but the pain was too deep. Her results began to fall, and headlines started asking, what happened to Anisimova? In 2023, she couldn't take it anymore. She stopped playing. She walked away from the court. She said, I can't breathe under this pressure. I need to live as a human being, not just as a player. But this is where the miracle began. During her break, Amanda turned to art. She poured her pain into paintings, inspired by Van Gogh. She sold them to raise money for mental health awareness. She did yoga, played music, and spent time healing with her family. And then, in January 2024, the world was shocked. Amanda was back, but not the same Amanda. She was stronger, calmer, sharper. She started her 2025 season on fire, tournament after tournament. And then came one of her biggest wins, the Qatar Open WTA 1000. She beat 3 top 10 players on her way to the title. Everyone started saying, Anisimova is back, but better than ever. Then came the moment that shook the world. Wimbledon 2025 semifinal. Amanda Anisimova versus Aryna Sabalenka, the world number 1. A fierce opponent, thunderous serves, unbelievable pace. But Amanda? She walked onto that court like a warrior, like she had nothing to lose and everything to fight for. First set, 6-4 Anisimova. Second set, Sabalenka responds, 6-4. The third set, the tension was unbearable. Every point was a war. But Amanda, with tears in her eyes and steel in her heart, takes it 6-4. She books her place in the Wimbledon final. The crowd exploded. Everyone stood. The media wrote, Anisimova the fearless, the girl who would not break. Analysts called it the performance of the year, not just because of the result, but because of the journey behind it. Because this was a player who didn't just beat an opponent. She beat grief. She beat doubt. She beat every voice that told her she couldn't come back. And if you ask me, Amanda is no ordinary player. She has the mindset of a champion. She has power from both wings. One of the best double-handed backhands on the tour. And her calm under pressure, terrifying for any opponent. And she's only 23? Mark my words. Amanda Anisimova is on her way to becoming world number 1. This isn't the end of her story. This is just the beginning of a legend. If you enjoyed the story, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell, because we're just getting started with Wimbledon 2025 coverage. And tell me in the comments, do you think Amanda will win the final? Or is there another twist in the tale?